Hola clase. Trusting that your family and yourself are doing fine, and as everybody says, stay safe and stay home. All right. Okay. So for this week, what we're covering is formal commands. Okay. We're covering formal commands. And as you can see, I have a little board and I have a marker, okay, this week, so you can see things a little bit better than last week. Okay, so we have formal commands. Okay, so last week we went over informal commands, and I explained that you is in Espanol refers to two things. It refers to tú and it refers to usted. Okay, so we analyze the way that we say to somebody that we know, that we give orders, or we give advice to that person. Okay. Now, something important is that for the tú, we don't do the plural because the plural of the tú tends to be the vosotros, and as you know, we don't do the vosotros, and in Latin America, people don't use the vosotros. Okay, now with the you, as you know, you in English can be used for singular or plural. The usted is the one that is going to introduce us to the plural. Okay, so with the tú I cannot say the plural, we don't know, but with the usted I can say it in the usted form singular or ustedes form plural. Okay, muy bien. So how do we form formal commands? To explain this, I am going to tell you to first review your notes about negative informal commands. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video, review those notes, please, and then come back. Okay, so now that you're back, for instance, the negative command for hablar, negative informal command of hablar, okay, it's going to be no hables. The negative informal command for comer is going to be no comas, exactly. And the negative informal command for pedir is going to be no no pidas. Muy bien. Okay, so speak, to eat, to ask for. See, so no hables, no comas, no pidas. That will be the negative command. Let's do it. Let's do a couple more, and let's do a verb like decir. What is in the negative for decir? It's going to be no. No digas. Okay, negative informal commands, and I tell you the reason that we're doing this right now. How about sacar? What is sacar? It's going to be no car verb, no saques. Okay, muy bien. Now here we have the formal commands. So I'm gonna change the title. I'm gonna change the title to formal commands. They're right there. We're going to cover them in a bit. Okay? So, what will be the formal command now? So this is what we're doing. Formal command. Formal, 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 formal. But how's the command though? It is what? It is negative. How do I make it positive? That's it. So let's make all these commands positive. See? So what is going on? How do we form a command, a formal command in Espanol? Okay? So if the verb is AR, then we're going to put what? E. Muy bien. How about if it is ER or IR? What do we put? E. Okay? If it is AR, E. Okay? Muy bien. So is that the only rule that we need to follow? Well, if you have a regular verb like hablar, notice that is dropping that and then putting this, dropping that. Comer. But for pedir, does it work like that? How about for decir? Does it work like that? How about for sacar? See? So it doesn't work like that. It doesn't quite work like that for those verbs. Okay? So what I need you to do, okay, with the exception of the cargar sar verbs, of course, okay, here we have the car, is, and that with the exception of the regular verbs, because the regular verbs are always going to be like that, you drop that and then you put that at the end, is where I'm going to ask you to please write the verb in the yo form. Okay? So if it is regular, let me go back to hablar. Verb simple, hablar. It's going to be hable. Muy bien, hable. But if you have a verb like decir, as you just saw, we did what? Diga. Okay? So how do we get this form from the verb? If you have a verb like salir. So think in the yo form of salir, in the present tense. It's going to be what? Salgo. Ayer, salga. What a verb like venir? What is the yo form? It's going to be venga. Muy bien. See? So you think in the yo form of the verb, and then you go, and then you're able to have the correct form for the formal command. Okay? With cargar sar, they have their own form, right? As we went over. Sacar, it's going to be saque. Llegar, it's going to be llegue. And then, por ejemplo, comenzar, cargar-sar. Comenzar is going to be comience. See? And again, those are the notes that we have from last week for the informal command. So it is informal negative command. So it is the same forms. Now we're going to put an S. You drop the S. Okay? Muy bien. Now, what do I need to do to make these commands plural? So usually to make a plural word in Espanol, we put an S or we put ES. Okay? And in this case, we're not going to put an S, because if we put an S, then we're going back to the informal. So what we're doing is we're putting una N. See? Now all these commands are going to be plural. Singular, plural. Singular, negativo. No hable. Plural negativo. No hablen. Singular. Decir, diga. Diga, diga usted. Digan ustedes. No digan ustedes. No diga usted. Salir, salga usted. Salgan ustedes. No salgan. Don't go out. No salga. See? So, again, singular, you keep it like this, plural you put an N, and then negativo you put an O in front. And that's how you make all those different forms of the commands. Okay? Muy bien. Now, for these commands, we have a list of irregulars. Okay? And the list of irregulars are dar, estar, ir, saber, ser. Okay, I'm going to give you the singular and the plural. Singular for this one, for dar, which means to give, it's going to be de, but then for the plural, you drop the n, the tilde. You put an n, but you drop the tilde. Estar is going to be este, and this is going to be estés. Ir is going to be vaya, and this is also in your notes from last week's informal negative commands. And then this is going to be vayan. This is sepa and sepan, and this is see or shan. Okay, so sea or sean. Sea or sean. Okay, again, if you want to make it negative, you just put a no. No de, no den, no esté, no estés, no vaya, no vayan, no sepa, no sepan, no sea, no sea. Okay, that's how we make it negative. Okay, so those are los 5 irregulares that you need to know. Only cinco irregulares.